install today, and I wanted to get those installed, so that's the plan today. Have anything else to say? Here are the LED switchback bulbs right here. So basically what an LED switchback light does is for a daytime running light, it turns to a white LED, but then it switches back to an amber LED for when the turn signals are on. I think it is an awesome look for any modern car. So JDM sent me those. I am seriously so happy with their customer service. I have loved working with them, and their lights are outstanding. They also sent me some resistors for the hyperflash issue that I will be getting. And the tools for the job that we will need are pliers for the resistors to crimp that down. I need to take off an air filter to get to the bulbs. So I need a screwdriver and then a knife and some tape to finish up the job. So that's all we need to do, so let's get to it. All right, so as I said before, I do need to take off my air filter. It makes it a lot easier to get to the turn signal light. I'll actually be using a microfiber cloth just so I don't get too much oil on the lights from my fingers. I do like keeping these around too, just in a glove box in case I do all of a sudden need a change of bulbs. So that's always handy to keep on hand. So I'll stick in the bulb right now, then show you the hyperflash issue and how we're gonna solve that with a resistor. So here's a bulb. It's all aluminum. This is completely metal. It's very heavy duty. I don't know what the difference is, why it needs to be, but you know what? That's quality for you, I guess. Perfect fitment. Let's stick that back in and see how it looks. All right, so here's the stock bulb right here. This is a halogen, just an amber, what the car came with. And then here is the new LED switchback bulb. As you can see, that looks pretty sweet. Okay, so there it is. And there's the hyperflash that I was telling you about. It will flash a few times just normally, and then it will realize there's not enough load, so it'll start blinking a little too quickly. It also gives you a warning light inside that says check the right front turn signal, or whichever one's doing hyperflash. So we're gonna be installing a resistor on that, so it blinks normally. That's what happens with LED lights when you take out a halogen bulb. Here are the hazard lights on. Honestly, the LED looks so good. Check that out. And then you go over here and you can see it just kind of dims in, dims out. I just love the look of the LED. And you can tell this one's a lot more brilliant. Like the light's brighter and just more crisp. I love it. And it's like deep amber, whereas this one's kind of just like a kind of light amber. I love the LED look. So that's the difference. So let's install a resistor. So as I'm opening up the resistors, I want to mention that resistors are necessary for this kind of a job if you're changing a halogen out to an LED. That's just how the cars are wired and that's how they work. They need to have a specific amount of load on them or else they tell you your bulb is out. And LEDs draw a lot less of a load than halogen bulbs do. So that's why we have to install resistors with this kind of thing. Unfortunately, the Chevy Cruze, the turn signals are actually run from the BCM, the body control module. So it's not a flasher relay. So if it was a flasher relay, I would have just got one of those, but we have to use resistors for this job. And so this is the resistors that you need. It's a 50 watt, 6 ohm resistor. That's pretty standard for cars. And I do want to mention too that the resistors do get hot, especially with daytime running lights. These will get pretty hot, so just make sure that they're not anywhere that will damage a different component if it heats up too much. They actually come with screw holes, so you can mount them to the side, preferably a metal panel if you can. You don't want to mount these on plastic parts, pretty self-explanatory. But I just wanted to let you know that these do heat up, especially with daytime running lights. So just make sure that you keep that in mind as you're doing this as well. Okay, there we go. All right, so this should be all ready to install the LED light back in. Gonna be a camera girl. I need you on all my videos now. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it is. All right, so if that works, let's see if the turn signal works. I'm assuming since the running light is working. Perfect. That's exactly what it should be doing. Perfect. All right. All right, so the last step, of course, with the resistor installed, is just electrical tape it up and you're all set. So one more note, bring the camera in a little bit closer. One more note is the black wire is the ground, so you need one resistor end on that one. And then the middle wire, the green wire with the purple stripe, is the turn signal positive. So that's the next one that needs to go onto. So the resistor goes between the middle wire, the green one, and the black wire, which is your ground. All right, so I just get electrical tape this up and we're all done. Last thing, this is the only last thing that you need to know before you're done with this job if you're doing it yourself. The resistor for the Chevy Cruze, there's actually like a little trough right here between two metal brackets basically. And it just sits right in there. So I'm not too concerned about heat. So that was super easy. If you're doing this on a different vehicle, of course, though, you might want to screw it to something if you can't find a good place for it. Well, that makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. All right, so I just took out the windshield washer fluid thing. I didn't know that came out, but it does, so. So basically I'm just cutting back the tape on the turn signals. I'm just widening out the gap so it's easier to put over a wire. Okay, so let's do the ground wire first, which is the black one. Okay, there we go. Oh, another note too, it doesn't matter which way you wire the resistor. It's omnidirectional. You can do it either way, it doesn't matter. On this side, it is a different color than the other side. This is a blue wire with a white stripe, but it's the same as the green wire and purple stripe on the other side. It's just a different color to signify the direction of the turn signal. All right, so there it is, all taped up, and the resistor is sitting in that little trough like the other side. Of course, my air filter's on this side, so it's a little bit harder to see, but there it is. Super satisfied with it. So I always do like to keep the halogen bulbs in the glove box or somewhere in the car, just in case a bulb does happen to go out down the road sometime, just so you have them on hand. I do want to say thank you so much to JDM one more time. This is JDM Astar. These bulbs are so nice. Seriously, I could not say anything better about them. But let's take a look one more time at the lights. All right, go ahead. Look at that, guys. That is so pretty. Then do the hazard lights. These are also JDM LED bulbs in the back as well. Man, they look good. I am so satisfied with these LED bulbs. Oh my gosh. So nice though, guys. And then, all right, cut them up. And then check that out, guys. They go right back to LED, the white LED light. Push the fog lights. Look at that. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining in on this little LED journey of mine. I'm super thankful to have you guys, and she is too. All right, guys, so that was the video. Huge shout out to JDM Astar one more time. Awesome LED manufacturer, so I couldn't be more happy. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you in the next video. She will too, maybe. Who knows?